Hi there, welcome back to My Mobile Massage Adventures. Today I wanted to take the time to talk a little bit more about Facebook and how to advertise your mobile massage business for free using the tools of social media. So the one thing that I wanted to talk about in today's video is scheduling Facebook posts. This is going to save you so much time, so much aggravation, and it's one of those things that Facebook offers, and it's so awesome for business people, especially someone who doesn't have a social media specialist or someone doing your social media for you. And especially with massage, we're meeting people, we have clients, we have appointments, then we have family and, our own alone time that we just want to spend, or exercising, whatever the case may be. We're all living very busy lives. So the one thing that I found that Facebook offers is scheduled posts. So I don't know if you've all heard of scheduled posts, but you can find it actually when you go to your business page. A little bit right under the heading of your page should be something that says scheduled posts. Now, it might not say it if you don't have any scheduled, but when you schedule posts, it'll show up. So in order to schedule a post, well, first of all, let me talk about what it even means. So scheduling posts is basically you can schedule as many posts as you want ahead of time, and you can pick a specific date and time for the post to be posted to your page. So I like to have a minimum of at least 2 to 3 posts a day. Actually, that's my average, 2 to 3. You don't want to have you don't want to have 0, and you don't want to have more than 5. I think that would be too much in a day. You don't want to overwhelm your audience, but try to at least do 1 a day. But for me, I like to do at least 3 to 4. That gives a good average of posts throughout the day. So I like to post morning, mid morning, afternoonish, probably like lunchtime, late afternoon, evening, and then one very at the end of the day. So when you schedule your posts spaced out like that, you're giving your audience a chance to see your stuff. No matter what time of day it is, no matter what they're doing, they're going to see something from you. So, of course, first of all, you have to think of good content, good posts. That can take time in itself. And then now you're having to actually post them can be daunting. And when I first started out on my journey, I noticed that I was spending all day, every day, just finding stuff to post about, then writing it out and editing it, and does this sound good, does that sound good, what to post, just even ideas of what to get, to get that good content to engage that audience. Remember what we talked about, content and engagement. So it can be a very daunting task, especially for someone who doesn't go on Facebook much or doesn't have the time to do it. So what I do for my business is I take 1 day out of the week, usually the beginning of the week, like a Sunday or Monday. For this week, I did Monday, and I took the entire morning, and all I did was schedule posts. So it took me a good probably 4 or 5 hours. So I was from 10 o'clock till, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, till about 2:30, I was scheduling posts. And I was able to schedule my posts for the entire week, all the way through the weekend up till Sunday, for a day. 7 days, actually 6, in 4 hours. Now, it may seem like a lot, but you take those 4 hours and you get all your scheduling done, and for the rest of the week, you don't have to worry about advertising. Now, all I do on Facebook throughout the rest of the week is I check it periodically for likes and comments and messages. You want to be on top of that. When somebody responds or likes or writes a review or does any kind of activity on your page, you want to let them know that you saw them and that you're acknowledging that they're taking the time to acknowledge your business. And that's exactly what we're doing on Facebook. So any review, anything like that, make sure you're either clicking like, or you're sending a quick thank you for that review, or if you get a message, somebody inquiring about your services, you want to answer that right away. So let's get back to the schedule posts. Scheduling posts, like I said, you can schedule as many as you want for however long into the future you want to, and Facebook does it automatically. Now you'll get a little notification that will let you know when the post actually went live, which means that it was posted to your page and now everybody can see it, which is awesome. So that way you know that it's getting done, and that all the work you did to schedule those posts are actually happening. So my one tip for today is make sure you're using the schedule posts portion. I don't even know what to call it. Make sure you're using that tool, the schedule post tool. Now, this is how you do it. You go to Facebook, you go to post a regular post like you normally would, and there's a button in the bottom or the top. It depends on which operating system you're using. If you're on the computer, if you're on your phone, tablet, just look for anywhere that gives you extra options in that post. And you're going to look for the word schedule. Click schedule, and it'll let you choose. It'll bring up a calendar pretty much, and it'll let you choose the day and time. And like I said, I like to do average 3 to 4 a day. Early morning, think about what your client is doing throughout the day. So I like to post, let's say, one at 5 in the morning, because there's a lot of people getting up early in the morning to go to work and get ready. What is the number one thing that people do when they wake up in the morning? Check Facebook. Check Facebook. It is known that when people first wake up, they check Facebook, and right before going to bed, they check Facebook. So those are going to be your two main time areas that you want to place your posts. So my first one is always 5 in the morning. It could even be 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning, somewhere in the middle of the early morning hours, so you get those early risers. So now those early risers are going to see that very first post. Then a few hours later, maybe at about 10, 11, 12, lunchtime, you have to think about what your clients are doing throughout the day. Like I said before, you have people working in offices. Like they wake up early, they see the morning post. They go to lunch, they might check Facebook again. So you have another post there for them at lunchtime. Then you can also have one 4 or 5 o'clock. So there's some people, let's say the mom, who she has to pick up her kids from school. She picks them up, she comes home. She might go on Facebook for a little while. Or someone right before they're getting off from work, and they're, just waiting for the time to go, and they go on Facebook. So just think about different timings. I try not to post between 7 and 8, because a lot of the times, what are people doing between those times? They're with their families, they're eating dinner, they're watching their favorite television show, and sometimes, people are scrolling through Facebook, but they're more preoccupied with other things going on. So that's why I like to post one later in the evening between 9 and 11. So you get the people who are winding down for the day, the mom who just tucked her kid into bed and now she has some alone time. Finally, let me go on Facebook, and she sees your post for a massage, or just sees you, period. Doesn't matter what you're posting. So just think about those things when you're trying to schedule your posts. Think about the timing and what it is that you and your family and those around you do throughout the day. And that'll help you a lot. All right, guys, that's it for today. Hope you have a good night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.